Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today we have another mascara video. I've had a lot of them. Let's see. Today we're going to look at the new Victoria Beckham Vast Lash, but in the past few weeks I have looked at the Huda One Coat Wow. I have looked at the Benefit Fan Fest. I have looked at mascaras from What's Up Beauty. I have the Too Faced primer that I was saving for a multi-product video. Poor little thing doesn't get its own video. So that's coming up. And I had planned, you know, all good plans. I had planned to compare this Victoria Beckham Vast Lash to the brand new Anastasia Beverly Hills mascara, which got lost in the mail. And they've had to resend out the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I don't know when that's coming. So I will be reviewing that one as well. And this one is going to get its own today. And I'm okay with that because I get really excited about Victoria Beckham beauty releases. Now this one, we have a lot to talk about. And I also want to talk about it in comparison to the first Victoria Beckham beauty mascara called Future Lash. This is the new one in this kind of cream colored case. Her casing is always so pretty and so well done and so kind of weighty in a good way. It feels really substantial and nice. So we're going to talk about those two together, and then I'll get the Anastasia Beverly Hills in there. And the Too Faced primer, Better Than Sex primer. We're going to talk about that too. But today we'll just devote to two Victoria Beckham beauty mascaras. Originally, when I heard the Vast Lash was being introduced, I assumed it was the non-tubing version. Future Lash, the first, was a tubing mascara. Now, I think this one is too, actually. We're going to talk about it. Let me just get some Future Lash talk, the first release, out of the way. I do have a review of that. It is a tubing mascara, very quickly, not to insult anyone's intelligence. A mascara just deposits pigment on the lashes, but a tubing mascara actually wraps kind of a ribbon or a tube of mascara around the individual lash. You'll often know that you've used a tubing mascara. Thrive is a popular one. You'll often know if you've used it because as you wash your face with warm water and soap, you'll get threads of mascara on your face. Those are the little tubes unraveling and coming off. They are known to come off nice and easily with soap and water, and they are also great solutions if you tend to get raccoon eyes or panda bear eyes, especially underneath. So a lot of people use the MAC Giga Black underneath. That's a tubing mascara, a famous one with a little tiny wand. So that's a great one to alleviate any sort of panda bear eyes if you put mascara on your lower lashes. I love a tubing mascara. I change my makeup 3-4 times a day sometimes when I'm filming. And when I have a non-tubing mascara, it's a mess and really hard to take off. The only issue with tubing mascaras, and they do all those good things, the only issue is they're not as dramatic as some others. You know, you're not going to get that, like Huda One Coat Wow is not a tubing mascara. They're much more volumizing. They can be a little bit heavier, etc., etc. So when Victoria Beckham introduced her Future Lash, I loved it and I used it all the time. It's $30 for 4.8 milliliters. I don't use them as much anymore. I've gone through 3 of these, and I'll tell you why. Right now, I just opened this up, and this came out of it. This came out of it. Let me just show you here a little clump. I don't know if you guys will see that little clump of mascara came out of it. This one clumps up a lot. It gets clumps on the wand. I just wipe it off, but it is not, you know, I love all Victoria Beckham products. I really do. I love them. And I even learned to love the ones that I've been so about. And I like Future Lash a lot, but I have had so much clumping. Others tell me they haven't. I just have so much clumping on all 3 that I've owned. So this is not my favorite. So I assumed, let's put that one aside for now. I assumed that Vast Lash would be her non-tubing mascara. I think I'm actually wrong. Now, first of all, this one is $32 for 6.64 milliliters. So you get, the Future Lash was $2 less and 4.8. So you actually get more milliliters, at least about 2 more milliliters. You know, it's something for $2 more. This is a clean volumizing mascara, which doesn't flake or smudge, they claim. And they say it is a single coat. We decided with the One Coat Wow Huda mascara, I kind of asked the community, is one coat one swipe or is one coat one dip? And you guys all said it is one dip into the tube of mascara. So we will do that in the demo. One coat, one dip into the tube of mascara. You just leave it out and work on it. They claim it is Victoria Beckham's quote about this mascara kind of made me smile. She says, it's not polite, it's major. And I just wondered if somewhere you know, Pat McGrath heard the word major and stopped whatever she was doing, I don't know, baking a quiche or playing billiards or whatever it is she was doing, and kind of went, someone described makeup as major? I wonder. Anyway, not polite, major. It has serum-like properties in this mascara. So they say that it will kind of help your lashes become thicker and longer as you use it. That's not uncommon these days, but they say it's humidity proof. As you probably know, if you follow anything with Victoria Beckham, she and David Beckham, this guy she married that happens to play soccer or football really, really well, they're in Miami now because David Beckham started a team there, a football team, soccer team, whatever you call it. And so they are in Miami, and she's talking a lot about humidity proof weather and whatnot. So she wants something that would last through the humidity, would be volumizing, lengthening. You put on in a single coat, but yet rinse off with water. That's a lot to demand from a mascara. So the question is, did Victoria Beckham do it? Well, I'm sure rooting for her because that would answer all of my prayers. Yeah, I am wearing it right now. This is part of the wear test. I'm going to go as long as I possibly can, and then we're going to take a look at this after many, many hours. I am going to show you the difference when I apply it between one eye to the other. By the way, though, this is $32. You can save some money on this if you buy it in a set. On the Victoria Beckham Beauty website, I've linked all of it below. There are some bundles that you can get it with a liner or things like that. That will make it a little bit easier. I think maybe even one of her eyebrow pencils, things like that. There's bundles, so you can save a little bit of money. So look into that. I'm really hoping to like this. I loved Future Lash for a long time. Kind of went off it from the clumps. So let's see how this one goes, how it stands up today. And then, of course, over the next few weeks and months, I will continue to play with it so that, you know, you got to leave mascara open for a while to really know how it's going to perform. So, you know, that'll go. All right, so let's go to the demo. And then after that, I'll show you the wear test. We'll wear it for as long as possible. Okay, let's start our little test here. Before I came on camera, I curled my lashes today with the Surratt Lash Curler. I recommend either Surratt or Rephr. I love them both and use whichever one I grab. I don't use any others. Those are the only two that don't pinch. And now Rephr has multiple sizes of theirs as well. Okay, let's go ahead with this Vast Lash. First of all, I want to give it a sniffy sniff. Ooh, it smells licoricey a little bit. The reason I gave it a sniff is it's a serum kind of mascara, so I wanted to sniff it. No mascara on either eye. Let's start with this eye, and then we'll compare them. It does say one coat, which we determined with the Huda One Coat Wow meant one dip. Not one brush of the lashes, but one dip into the mascara. So far, very light, very wispy, and very pretty. I'm liking that. It's a very wet mascara. What I mean by that is, you know, I don't know. It's something if you're a mascara fan like I am, you'll know what I mean. Certain mascaras almost go on the lash and you kind of have to tug them up a little bit because they're a little bit drier, which I actually tend to prefer that feeling. This one moves really fast and quick on the lashes, so it's a little bit wetter. And because I'm a big old klutz, I am making, my fault only, some little dots right there. That's, especially since it's a tubing mascara, I can easily go in and fix with the back of a spoolie once it dries. Just take the back of the spoolie and go like that, as long as you let it dry first. But that does happen when you have a little bit of a wetter formula. And the only way, again, that you can tell it's wetter is it just kind of has it goes real fast on the lashes. I don't really know how to describe it. Maybe somebody in comments can do it better for me. Hard to describe a feeling in words, though I am a writer and should be able to. Okay, I am taking the back of the brush here, the edge of it, and just kind of dotting along. Let me do the bottom lashes really quickly, and then we'll compare if you're not already seeing some differences. I have very sparse bottom lashes, and so I don't do a lot with them. They're kind of longer and sparse. It's just not a good look. Okay. All right, aside from that was all, I never dipped back in. So if we've decided that one coat is one plunge into the mascara, then we're definitely going with that. All right, let's take a little look here from some different angles. Of course, this eye has some shadow on it, a little bit of Victoria Beckham Lid Lustre in Velvet. That's down below in the description bar. but it has no mascara. I have curled the lashes though with the Ciroc curler. This has the new Vast Lash from Victoria Beckham on the eye. I'm trying to show you a few different angles there. Let me take a look myself. Oh, interesting. Nice amount of drama for a tubing mascara, or certainly one that's similar to a tubing mascara if it washes off with water. Wow. Okay. I am going to quiet this down and speed this up while I do the other eye. Okay, let me take a look myself. Let me show you guys. Very dramatic, very pretty. Those of us who like a tubing mascara, I'm really going to assume this is a tubing mascara. I mean, it washes off with warm water. That has tubing all over it. But it's early days yet. And remember, people that do reviews later will have more access to interviews that Victoria Beckham does and whatnot, but I'm going to go with a tubing mascara now. Those of us that wear and enjoy tubing mascaras have trouble finding ones that are dramatic. For instance, the Tartelette tubing mascara is very dramatic, but the more dramatic, the more volumizing, the more they can clump. And generally drama and dramatic kind of what we would think of as evening looks are provided by regular non-tubing mascara. But the ease of taking off a tubing mascara and the fact that they don't tend to give you any sort of raccoon eyes, even if you have hooded lids, longer lashes that touch, etc., lashes that touch down here, they really do relieve that issue, and they come off so easily. It's really hard to go back to a non-tubing mascara once you become a fan. And this does look really pretty. I see what they mean by vast. It's kind of that same idea that Benefit has. Benefit called theirs Fan Fest. It fanned out the lashes. These are vast and wide. Benefit not tubing mascara though. Benefit comes off pretty easily, but you know, you have to use a Lancome Bifacil or an oil or something like that to take it off. This is going to come off with soap and water, but I'll report back on that. Okay, so it is, okay, I got a clock over there. Let me just get on with my day. I actually have a parent meeting at school. I will not wear the Posh's back shirt to that. That would get a few funny looks. I'll change my shirt. But I will come back and report on how this lasts. Let's see if it's giving me raccoon eyes, even though it's a tubing mascara. And let's see how long it wears. I'll give it as much time as possible and be right back. Okay, I have reapplied my Victoria Beckham Beauty Lip Gloss and put back on my Posh's back Victoria Beckham shirt. Other than that, I haven't touched anything. So let's take a look at how the Vast Lash is doing on my face. I have no raccoon eyes, no smudges up top, maybe one right here, but that was from before my application that I didn't get off. Let's see, how do you guys think the lashes are doing? It has been, it would be helpful if I told you, it has been 8 hours. Could have started with that, Rebecca, geez. It has been 8 hours. That's a pretty good wear test for mascara. It's gonna mess up in that time if it's going to. And it looks pretty good. Now I am going to report right here. I'm not gonna edit this till tomorrow. So I'm gonna report right here on this screen how it was to take it off. If it really came off with just warm water and soap. So I'll put that right down below. Even I don't know yet. You guys will now know something that even I don't know yet. So I'll report on that. And assuming all is well, I really love it. Now, if we compare tubing mascara to tubing mascara, Tartelette tubing is still a little bit more dramatic. This is much more dramatic, however, than most others out there. I love the Ciroc. I love the Thrive. Those are good tubing mascaras. This one is a little bit more dramatic, but a little bit less dramatic than the Tartelette, and much less dramatic than any non-tubing mascara, because that's just the nature of the beast. You know, it's not going to be as dramatic as the new Benefit Fan Fest or the new Huda because they are not tubing mascara. So you can keep depositing just tons and tons of pigment. They'll get heavier though, and they are messier to get off, okay? So in the land of tubing mascara, this is one of the most volumizing and dramatic I've had, with hopefully the ability to take it off quickly and not have it cause raccoon eyes. So we've already succeeded with that. You know before I do, if it comes off easily, I am considering, I'm hoping it's going to come off easily. I'm going to give this a thumbs up. A really nice volumizing tubing mascara. This and the Tartelette, both fantastic. If you like Thrive, and everyone always mentions Thrive, I put Thrive with my Surratt. They're beautiful and lengthening. They are not volumizing. So to get volumizing out of a tubing mascara, you have to do the Tartelette or really this one here. But this is great. Contact lens wearers will love it. It's a nice mascara. Let's just hope it doesn't clump up on me like Future Lash, so I will be reporting back in the next few weeks on that. Let me, tell me what you think. A lot of people have told me that in their neck of the woods, the Future Lash never clumped up on them, so you're welcome to call me out on that if yours did not. That's what makes us a community. Any other questions you have on the difference between tubing mascara and non-tubing mascara, I am here for all of it. Ask your questions, please. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I sure hope that you did. Hey, if you haven't already done so, make sure that you subscribe to this channel so we can continue to grow. I know that YouTube will recommend videos from creators that you've watched before, but when you actually hit subscribe, it's very helpful to me, and I appreciate it. Come and say a big hello over on Instagram, TikTok, and now on Threads. And don't forget that you can become a bigger part of this YouTube community by becoming a channel member for weekly lives and all sorts of hijinks. You can order from the links down below. They give a little bit back to the channel, but take nothing from you. Or you can give super thanks. But please know that in any way, shape, or form that you are here, I'm just happy to see you and grateful to have you here. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye-bye.